Albumin. An elevated reading in albumin is highly linked to hydration levels. Albumin is this little protein that's made in the liver. It carries hormones around the body. It's important for osmotic gradients and controlling electrolyte and fluid balance in the body. And a lot of biomarkers are actually quite complicated in that many different factors can bring them up, but also there's many different factors that can bring them down. Albumin is one of the ones that's not that complicated. If it is elevated, it is because you are dehydrated. And not just dehydrated, this is actually a chronic dehydration marker. So it's not that you just didn't have enough water or electrolytes yesterday. This actually reflects your last 3 weeks of hydration status, which makes it a chronic hydration marker. This is incredibly important to care about because you are 70% water. You are literally 70% water. It's kind of weird to almost contextualize that. But because of that, it is one of the most under-respected and underutilized performance tools in all human performance methodologies. You don't do a single biological reaction in your body unless water is present. And this is super relevant for anything that you're trying to do because just a 0.5% loss in total body water increases stress on the heart. So you're going to have an increased heart rate, and that is associated with exercise-induced fatigue. A 1% loss in total body water is associated with a reduction in cardiovascular fitness. So your actual cardio, your stamina, is reduced at a 1% loss in total body water. A 3% loss in total body water is associated with a reduction in muscular endurance. So think about something a little bit more resistance-based for a longer period of time, sets of 15 or 20, or if you're grappling, or if you are cycling, you've got that resistance on you. Muscular endurance-based, that is reduced at 3% loss in total body water. A 4% loss in total body water reduces your actual strength. So that 1 rep max strength, you have a reduction in that. So if you're trying to explode in a sport, or if you're trying to do a 1 rep max bench, or whatever it may be, your strength is reduced at a 4% loss in body water. On top of that, a 4% loss in body water is also associated with increased risk of headaches and loss in coordination. So the coordination component, you actually become a worse athlete purely due to technical components. And then your life quality is reduced more due to an increased risk of headaches. So if you're doing the math here, at a 4% loss in total body water, you have an increased risk of headaches, you have a loss of coordination, you are a weaker person, you have less muscular endurance, you have less cardiovascular fitness, and there's increased stress on the heart. Here's the kicker. This is a rate limiting step. So it doesn't matter if you ate all organic food today, you had the best supplements, you had a good sleep last night. None of that matters because hydration is an independent rate limiting step to your performance. If you are not optimally hydrated, you will not optimally perform, period. So biomarkers like this are extremely relevant to whatever you want to do with your performance here at Vitality.